One of the worst experiences that you can go through as an Amazon seller is sending in a product that you're super excited to sell, only to find that your sales are nowhere near where you expected them to be. Or even worse, they're non-existent altogether. After months of hard work leading you to being absolutely certain that your product was going to be a smash hit on Amazon, seeing a big fat 0 on your seller app, that's likely to leave you devastated and questioning just how you could get it so wrong. Over the years, I've been contacted by hundreds of people in this exact scenario. But fortunately, in most cases, after a little bit of digging, there has been an obvious reason as to why their sales have been drier than a desert. And once diagnosed, we've been able to fix the problem and start seeing positive results. So here are the 4 most common reasons that I see that cause people to have few or no sales at all. As an Amazon seller, you'll soon come to realize that much of the Amazon website is actually run by bots that in theory have been programmed to help make the Amazon selling experience as fair and as pleasant as possible. As part of their day-to-day routine, these bots scan huge amounts of product listings and they're searching for anything that's not compliant, which includes things like the product being sold and whether it's permitted to be sold by a certain seller, to the content of the listing description and whether it includes any offensive words or words that might suggest that the seller needs approval to sell that particular product. If it finds something that it doesn't like, then it's going to search suppress your product. And that means that it's no longer going to appear in Amazon's search results, causing your sales to drop all the way to 0. To quickly check if the Amazon bots have removed your listing from Amazon search results, grab your product listings Amazon identifier code or the ASIN from the inventory dashboard within Seller Central and then search for it on Amazon. If the listing doesn't appear, then that means that your listing has been search suppressed by the bots and it's impossible for a customer to find you. Common reasons for that could include the fact that you have a title that is more than 200 characters long, that you have a main image that isn't on a white background, or it has text or a watermark on it, or that your listing includes a word that isn't permitted. For example, a swear word, slang, a trademark term, and so on. Typically, Amazon will tell you if your listing has been search suppressed on your inventory page along with a reason, but if they don't, a quick read through of your listing to check for things like trademark terms or a title that's too long, that will usually help you to identify the culprit. Now, fortunately, a suppressed listing is pretty quick to fix. Just make the appropriate changes when editing your listing. Wait 15 minutes or so and your listing's visibility should soon be restored. If you can't find the reason as to why it's been suppressed, raise a case with seller support, explain the issue, and then ask them to check if your product has been tagged as an adult product. And that is a tactic occasionally employed by competitors because it basically means that your product won't appear in any search results and there's no way for you to identify that it's been tagged as an adult product without actually checking with seller support. If that is the case, then there's no need to panic. Once seller support see that you're not selling adult products, they'll permanently remove the tag and you can look forward to your sales increasing. There is no better feeling than logging onto your Amazon seller app on your phone, refreshing the page, and then seeing that your sales have gone up and you've made some profit. Whilst your subconscious might feel that what's happening is magic and that you making money on autopilot is going to continue to grow each and every day, it's important to stay grounded and don't forget that it's actually people across the country that are buying your products, and those people, they are making their purchasing decisions on Amazon based on what's happening in their lives, such as whether they've just been paid or whether the weather's too hot for them to sit indoors scrolling on their phones on Amazon. So if you find that your Amazon sales have suddenly dropped or they're just not where you expect them to be, think about the broader picture and whether your customer base might actually be doing something better than browsing products on Amazon. For example, my Amazon sales, they recently dropped by about 30% for 3 or 4 days. And this was easily explained because of the fact that it was Easter and a lot of potential customers are away on holiday. I didn't panic and start making huge changes in my account. Instead, I saw the drop in sales and then found a rational explanation. With that said, if your Amazon product's performance has started to suffer and there's no obvious explanation, then the easiest way to see if it's a problem that's just impacting you and not your competitors is to download the free Helium 10 Chrome extension and then click onto your Amazon product listing where you'll find your seller ranking over time. If you see that your product's ranking is more or less in line with where it's traded at historically, then in all likelihood, it's everybody that is having a slow sales day and not just you. If your Amazon product sales drop off a cliff with seemingly no explanation, then one of the first things to do is to compare the number of views that your listing is getting now with the views that it was getting when sales were good. Many people don't realize that Amazon gives you this data along with a whole host of other useful information, such as your product's conversion rate, so it is well worth checking out. To find it, log into your seller account, go into reports and then business reports, where you'll then be able to see how many sessions or views your product's listing is getting on a daily basis. If you see that a reduction in customer sessions coincides with a drop in your sales, then you found your culprit. A drop in your product's views could be due to a number of different things, and that can include that you've lost your position in Amazon's search results, you're no longer in stock, you're search suppressed, or most likely you're not bidding high enough with your Amazon pay-per-click campaigns. And you can verify that by comparing your advertising campaign impressions over a certain amount of time from within your Amazon advertising dashboard. As a business owner, you always need to be aware of what your competitors are doing and how your offer compares to theirs. And when selling on Amazon FBA, it's no different. One reason why your Amazon sales may have just dropped off a cliff is because somebody else's product offering is more compelling than yours. And that could be somebody new to the market or a competitor that's existing that has just improved their offer. An important step that every Amazon seller should take, regardless of whether your sales have been impacted or not, is to keep a regular eye on new and existing competitors and make a note of what they're doing with regards to their price and what they offer. If you see that they're running discounts to drive up sales, then you need to be considering doing that too. And if you see that they've made improvements to the product that customers like, or they've added something to their listing that increases the perceived value of the product, then those are both things that you need to be looking at doing too. No business in the world is safe from competition, so never take your foot off the ball and always be looking for ways to improve in order to protect your sales. So if your sales have suddenly fallen or they're not where you want them to be, look through all of your competitors by searching on Amazon or by scrolling down on your listing and then clicking into the subcategories list of sellers. And when doing that, look at their pricing, listing quality, reviews, and so on, and compare them all to yours. If anything is better, make a note of it and then make a plan of how you can look to make improvements. Launching a product on Amazon and then seeing that your sales are much poorer than expected, that can be a pretty heartbreaking experience. But I'm confident that if you follow the tips that I've just run through, you'll be able to discover what's gone wrong and how to put things right. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember to like and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.